Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a new brand, Kokie Cosmetics. So this company makes nail polish and they are founded by the founder of Sinful Colors, which is now owned by Revlon. So knowing that these polishes were going to come from the maker of Sinful Colors, I was really excited to try these out. You guys know Sinful Colors is definitely one of my favorite brands in existence because they do such a great job for the price. You can find them in the drugstore. They always have fun releases and they just have such a wide range of great shades and they have a lot of fun with their brand. So the brand actually sent me selections that they said were their fall favorites of both their Rapid Gel line, which these polishes are supposed to last longer, be shinier, but not actually be a gel polish. So you don't need to cure it with a light or anything, but it does have a two-step process in that you can add the top coat to make it even glossier and last longer and that kind of thing. And then they sent me selections of their regular line, which have these cute caps on here, and the little elephant on there, which is on every bottle, is so cute. So as you can see, these polishes, the bottles aren't exactly like Sinful Colors, but they definitely do evoke the same kind of idea, which I think is smart because it helps you remember that that's kind of where the brand came from. I haven't seen these polishes show up in my area. You guys are telling me, I asked on Snapchat and things like that, where you guys are seeing these at. You're seeing them at Harmon's, you're seeing them at Christmas tree shops, and I think one other place, all of which aren't out here on the West Coast yet. So I have yet to see them show up. Oh yeah, it was Bed Bath & Beyond, but none of those stores around me actually carry beauty supplies. So you guys all let me know on Snapchat, thank you all for the information, that the basic line is just about $6 each and the Rapid Gel line is $7 each. So first off, of course, that is a little bit more pricey than the Sinful Colors polishes, but time will tell whether or not they are worth that extra price tag. I've tried them all out and they are all wonderful, actually. My honest thoughts about the increase in price were, I was a little bit bummed out because they were doing polish so great for such a budget, and a lot of people, that's their favorite brand ever, Sinful Colors, because they can get their polish at such a good deal and they can afford it. If you really can't afford to pay $6 to $7 for a nail polish. So for me, that was a little bit of a bummer, but I definitely am going to be putting these polishes to the test and see if they are worth that. For example, a L'Oreal nail polish is about $7 if you're not getting any kind of discount, and that's what they're charging for their gel line. Same thing's going to go for Revlon and CoverGirl and all those in the drugstore. So it's basically the same price as the drugstore polishes, which is probably why they're marketing themselves that way. So if you think about it like that, it's no more than you're paying for like your L'Oreal polishes, which you guys know I really like those polishes, and I have to say these applied like a dream, just as good or better than any polish I've tried from L'Oreal. So I asked on Snapchat if you guys wanted to see these show up in Swatchfest, like 2 or 3 polishes at a time, or if you wanted to see me do a whole review dedicated to them ASAP, and overwhelmingly you guys responded that you want the review right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. That being said, I have tried these all out, but I have not tried, you know, the Rapid Gel, for example, to see if they actually do keep your nail polish on much longer, because I did just receive these a few days ago, and so I haven't, you know, had time to actually test that out. But we are going to look at live application of everything right now, so we better hurry up because there are a lot of polishes to look at. So here's what the polishes look like that they sent me from the basic line. These are the ones that are just under $6. So I'm going to show you a live application of all 8 of these polishes right now. Let's start out with the red. So this is gorgeous. It is called Razzle Dazzle. It's a shining ruby red with a little bit of gold shimmer in there, little tiny gold glitters. This is gorgeous. It applies so easily in 2 coats. You guys, these are all going to be really great, but this is a good way to kick things off because it's a red and it's perfect. Next up we have a glitter, which I have actually seen this combination before, but it is really beautiful. So basically they took a very shimmering gold base and then they put in there some light kind of champagne pink glitters in there. This is really, really pretty. I do like this best at 3 coats though. You kind of got to build this up, or you can wear it as a top coat, but I actually like this best on its own. So that's how I'm showing it to you today. Next up, we've got a kind of gold to purple duochrome, which I think is great that they're having in their baseline such interesting finishes and combinations already. This is called Onyx, and this is so pretty, you guys. This is definitely one of my favorites that they sent. I would not pass up on this. This kind of looks like No Plain Jane from China Glaze, like that kind of duochrome idea, and it has it's really cool. It has these little tiny shimmers in there as well that make this really special. I did like this best at 3 coats because it's a little bit on the sheerer side, but yeah, I definitely really recommend this. Next up we have another duochrome. This one goes between green and gold, so they're definitely stepping up their game here, I think, with their first offering, including things like duochromes and really beautiful, interesting glitters. This one's called Euphoria, and like I said, it goes between a blue-green to a gold. I thought this was really beautiful. You don't necessarily need a black base coat with this, but you can certainly do that if you'd like to and just do one coat over the top. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so the next one is just a basic standard cream, and I was really glad they included this because I am always interested to see how a brand can do a cream. This is called Heavenly, and that it is. You know I'm going to love this kind of very light periwinkle purple. It's great at 2 coats. This did not let me down. I was so happy to see this applied nice and evenly, not streaky or anything. Hallelujah. This next polish is a beautiful teal shimmering lustery polish with tons of gold in there. This is so gorgeous, you guys. I'm obsessed with this. This is called Oceana or Oceana. The only thing about this polish is it did want to stain my nails, so use lots of base coat with this if you want to pick it up. I think if it were me, even though I knew this stained, I'd probably still pick it up though, because that's how beautiful it is. Really, really outstanding. Alright, the next one is the purple shade that they sent here, and this, you guys, is so cool. I just think that they're giving us so many really interesting things with their first kickstart of this brand. So this one's called Bewitching, and it's a deep, deep purple with tons of gold shimmer, so hello, I'm gonna love it. This looks great at 2 coats. This isn't too sheer or anything. This is absolutely so spectacular, definitely a favorite. The last polish from the basic part of the line is called Crown Jewel, and this is really cool. Again, it has that base of that very strong gold shimmer, and then it has these iridescent purple glitters in there that are just so special and so beautiful. But if this looks familiar to you, this is actually, I believe, the exact same polish as Essie on a silver platter. And some people don't like this, but this was actually like one of my favorite polishes for a long time. I mean, I still really love it, but when I first put this in a Swatchfest, I was obsessed with this polish. This is really, really cool. I'm not sure why that they made a polish that's exactly the same, but I mean, I love the polish, so I'm glad to have another one of them. So if you hadn't ever picked up the Essie one and you always wanted to, you could pick this one up instead. I do think this is best at 3 coats, but it's really, really special. A really interesting polish to include in their first release. So in that first box there with their basic line, they did include these 2 nail care products. The first one is a nail polish corrector pen, which basically has a little nib on it, and inside of here is some nail polish remover, and you can just rub it around your nail and it can remove, I'm gonna show you a little demo here, help you remove the polish. This isn't like necessarily my favorite way to remove. I just feel like not enough comes out, but it's okay. It's not gonna be my go-to, but I like that they're trying something like this. And then in the end, there are some extra little nibs that you can stick in there, because basically as soon as you remove one, it's colored the nib already. Like, I've used it one time and it's a little bit colored. So I'm glad they include those extras in the back there. And then they include this, which is a favorite for me. So this is the brush on cuticle oil, and I talked about this a lot in my nail care video. That was a collab with some other YouTubers, and I love this. So it's a very delicious, yummy smelling cuticle oil that I think I picked out. It's the apricot that I'm smelling that I love. And it's very thick and juicy. It has a brush tip and it just applies like a dream. It's just so easy, just smoothing this over my whole cuticle area and my whole nail. I really love this product. Definitely recommend. I did find out from my friend Pau at Nail Polish Pursuit that both of these 2 products are $5 a piece. I know this video is long, but you guys asked for it, and that's why we're doing everything all at the same time. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Rapid Gel line as well now. So here are 7 polishes plus top coat from their Rapid Gel line. So I'm going to show you all of them now and show you the top coat in action. Like I did mention before, I haven't tried these out to see if these actually wear extra long or anything, but I do know that they apply deliciously. So these are all in cream formula, so we're not going to have any deviations of finish or anything here, so they're all basically going to be just the same. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go through these pretty quickly. So the first one is just your basic classic red. It's called Heartbreaker. This applies so nicely at 2 coats. It's really delicious and juicy, and I absolutely love it. I'm glad that they included this nice classic basic. They did put a pink in here, and this one is called Strawberry Daiquiri, and this is just a beautiful kind of mid-toned pink. Not too cool, not too warm. It's very beautiful. Great at 2 coats, just like the rest of them. I pretty much had the same experience with all of them. Next up we have their coral polish, and this is called Firecracker. I thought this one was great, just like the rest of them. Applied nice and easily and buttery in 2 coats. I really did like the application of these. They go on so easily. I didn't really have to mess around with them a lot, so I really appreciated that. Next up is the deep teal, and it is what I have on my nails today, and this is called Enamored, and I love this polish so much, you guys. It's gorgeous. The only thing about it is just like the kind of teal shade from the basic line, this one did try to stain my nails. It tried to. I did my best to prevent it. So that's the only thing about this. But that does happen a lot with polishes that are as pigmented as this. So you just kind of have to always remember to double up on base coat before you wear a polish in this shade. So, you know, that's the only thing about this one. But I did love how this applied. This was one of my favorite on. Next up, they gave us a light sky blue. Again, really gorgeous. This is Cruise On. Definitely need 2 coats, but it applies really nice and dreamily. I think this was the only one that I was like, possibly you might need a 3rd coat, but with a good application, you can get by on those 2 coats and it looks really nice. Next up, we have a deep, deep purple. It's kind of eggplant. This is called Voodoo. This is another one of my favorites. Probably this and the teal are my favorites. It's absolutely gorgeous, so sexy, so perfect for fall, just right up my alley. Last up, they sent a black, and it actually did surprise me with this one. This is called Dark Room, that this was the formula that it was. I thought this would be more of like a straight up black, 1 coat cream black, kind of like the China Glaze one, the Pretty Serious one. A lot of blacks, they're not too difficult to make 1 coaters, but this one had a little bit of a sheer formula. However, when you put 2 coats on, it's just blackest black. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I think that they were just going like same formula, consistent throughout their line. It is really lovely, but for me, like, I usually don't want to have to do 2 coats of black, so for me I would probably reach for something else besides this one, but it is very beautiful. And then last up, I want to show you the top coat. This is just called Rapid Gel Top Coat. It is in a chrome finished bottle like gels are, where they have to block out the light, but that's just for marketing purposes because right on the side it does say no light. So this is just called Top Coat. Here I am applying it over a polish in the collection. Yeah, it's nice. It's very beautiful. I'm going to definitely stick this out next to my polishes and start using it a lot with all my different swatches. And in fact, for all the swatches that you looked at today for the Rapid Gel, I had this over top. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Alright guys, so that wraps up this review. It was very long, but we had a lot of polish to look at. So I hope that you found it helpful. If you start seeing these pop up in your areas around you, now you will know what you can expect. I can't wait to see the displays for myself to see how many other polishes they have besides the handful that I received. So overall, I'm really enjoying this brand. I can't wait to see what else they do, and I really liked, especially that cuticle oil was really fantastic. So I think that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for spending some of your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one. I will see you back for my next review. Take care. So I can use this file really nicely to just like this and take my shape down a little bit, and I really enjoy this file. I do go through them pretty quickly because you can only really use like the edges here to do what you need to do, but they're not super expensive.